Let's get to Zeinal Bava, who is the CEO of Portugal Telecom. He joins us now. Let's talk about this event first up before we get to the events on the ground in Portugal. I notice you have a whole range of market participants, from hedge funds, credit investors, equity analysts, brokers, just about everyone across the industry. Tell us about the message that you're conveying to them from the telecom operator point of view.
Thank you very much. Good morning. I think two key messages. The first is that we believe that by transforming your business model, we should be able to ensure the sustainability of our companies. So I think network investments are absolutely critical. We've done that in Portugal. We're now beginning to bank on those investments, if you like, to go big on data. I mean, I'm not sure you're familiar, but we're building the 6th largest data center in the world in Portugal. And we today have about 60% of our revenues actually coming from data. The second is that notwithstanding the fact that we operate in Portugal, 60% of our business is down outside, and we recently completed the refinancing of another 750 million euros. As a result, our company is fully funded until July 2016. So we can actually look to the future with confidence, and we can continue investing in the cultural and intellectual transformation of our company.
Despite branching out as much as you can to try and diverse away from your home market, the fact remains that you still are a Portuguese company. So what are the headwinds you face with austerity at home and also crimped consumer and business spending?
Well, obviously we're not immune to austerity measures. Business confidence levels are down. Consumer confidence levels are down. Having said that, we are making our services a lot more relevant to our customers. So if you take, for example, our residential segment, where we offer a triple play service, our top line has been growing 5%. One of the key messages I would like to give to investors that will be here today, we will have about 100 investors from worldwide, about $1 trillion visiting Portugal today. One of the key messages we would like to give to them is that whilst there are these austerity measures, the fact that we have transformed our business model, we believe that we can continue to grow in this market. As you know, mobility is the big issue right now. The ability for us to command price premium in mobility is very low, but I believe that convergence, if you're thinking about the B2C market or the cloud opportunity in the B2B market, will be big drivers of top line in the future for our industry, including in Portugal. In fact, if you take the investments where companies are making virtualization, moving things to the cloud, that is perhaps one of the structural way that companies have to reduce their costs. We believe that by moving a lot of your business to the cloud, we should be able to save companies 30 to 40% of their costs. Now that's a priority in places like Portugal.
Zeinal, obviously you're not the only country, Portugal's not the only European country that's going through austerity at the moment, but what are the specific challenges to operating a big international company in a bailed out country? When you look across your neighbours in Spain, many of which have big proportion of their operations in Latin America, for instance, and what are the lessons that they need to learn being a CEO of a business like this in a country that's in a programme?
I think first and foremost, conservative management of your balance sheet is absolutely critical. It's very important to actually ensure that your maturity is along in this environment. Of course, we're not happy about paying 6% of interest rates. We believe that the spreads that we're paying right now are not sustainable long term. Having said that, I think the comfort of having pushback maturities is very important. Stay liquid. We carry a lot of cash on our books right now. That's another very important message. Third is we need to continuously and rigorously go through capital allocation. I think we have to fight the inertia of continue to do business as we have done in the past, and we need to question every single investment we make. Cost discipline critical. In our company, costs have been coming down between 5 and 7% every year. And last but not the least, we need to also start exporting a lot of the expertise in a number of countries that have huge growth. For example, Brazil. We are a big shareholder of Oi, 25% shareholder, one of the controlling shareholders, and we continue to believe that there is substantial growth in that geography. We also have a significant presence in Africa. So again, redeploying, if you like, technology and people to some of these geographies and bringing those businesses much closer to the way that we run our business here back home. We should be able to
jump
create
in
value
there,
for
Zeinal, and
shareholders.
that I find very important is actually that you are trying to be more and more of a global player. So how much of an M&A push are you going to see? You're saying you have enough cash, you're looking at the businesses, potential alliances in future. Are you actually expecting some deals to come through?
I think we've done our fair share. I mean, right now we have a turnaround play in Oi. Oi is a significant turnaround story with huge growth potential. I mean, if you look at pay TV, penetration in Brazil is very low compared to, for example, Mexico, 20% penetration of households. You look at broadband, 40%. You have two major events in Brazil that will transform the telecoms industry, which is the World Cup in 2014 and the Olympic Games in 2016. So if you like, we are going to put a lot of cash behind what Oi is doing right now. We have a plan to invest about 24 billion reais in Oi over the next 4 years. And that pretty much will be how we will deploy capital. We may, here or there, if you want, in terms of technology, make some very, very small acquisitions, but we're talking about symbolic amounts, essentially to beef up the expertise. So I think most of the investments we needed to make, we've made them, both in terms of acquisitions abroad and our network. Our network today is one of the most robust that you can see in Europe. We have 80% to 90% coverage of 4G LTE. We have fiber to the home. And now we're building one of the largest data centers here in Portugal as well. So I think we can look to the future with confidence.
Lovely. We appreciate you coming onto the program to speak with us today. Zeinal Bava, the CEO at Portugal Telecom.